Oh, hello there guys. You've caught me at a slightly bad time. I just woke up. Okay, yeah, I did it myself. So I figured I'd remake something that I was doing yesterday, which was ranting and being depressed and being incredibly annoyed, angry and all sorts. So, as many of you probably know if you've watched the video, on the 2nd of July, 2nd of June, I did an unboxing video of this little beauty. There we go. I-401 from Arpeggio of Blue Steel. Now, it came with a little model of its figurine of its avatar, Iona, and I liked it so much that I went back to the same people and I ordered a whole bunch of stuff. More Blue Steel stuff, and even an Evangelion from Evangelion. However, due to my own failure to do some research and the fact that the website I bought them from did not properly advertise these things. It just said Fog Battleship Haruna plastic model. I had no idea that what I was actually getting, including the Evangelion, all the ships, all the ships and the Evangelion, they all turned out to be oh look, nice, isn't it? But it's a very different box to the I-401 box. You see, this one has an opening in it. A window, that's it. So you can see what it looks like. This one doesn't. And I just thought it was I didn't think anything of it when I first opened up this box yesterday. And then I looked on the side. And you'll see some very clear instructions to use scalpels and pliers and whatnot, and paint. I haven't opened any of these. Well, except for one, because I had to get some sort of confirmation. Every single one of these ships is a kit. And nowhere on the website did it say that. On every single order page, it just led me to believe that every single thing I was getting was already assembled, and that it was a bargain because they were like 20 or 30% off, and they were like in the region of £10. That is cheap for what I believed was an assembled model. But of course, every single one of them, U-2501, Takao, 2 Takaos I might add, Kirishima, Haruna, Kongo, and even the I-400 and I-402, Iona's sisters, they're all kits. So I went through an entire well of emotions at that, because I got something that it wasn't anything it was jacked up to be. Okay, that's an entire fail of describing that. It wasn't anything it was supposed to be. I believed it was one thing, it turned out to be another. It didn't show any pictures of the packaging, didn't tell me that it was a kit. It just said it was a plastic model. And the i401 over there is a plastic model. How do I know? Because it's broken in one place that makes it look a lot like plastic. Fortunately, it's only a very tiny break, and it doesn't affect the quality of the model, but even so, I digress. Every single one of these is a plastic model. Now, I've made models before. I'm not so good at painting them. I went online and went looking for each and every one of these models, and when they were in a disassembled state. Turns out I really messed up, because whilst they do tend to use the same colours as the ships are based on, I mean, Nagara here is probably a red colour, U-2501 is certainly uses red plastic. It turns out that the I-402 in the twin pack of I-400 and I-402, that is blue, like Iona. It wouldn't look out of place being turned into Iona. And then there's the I-400 plastic. That's... yeah, she was pink, but she wasn't a shocking pink. She was more like a purple. And so, yeah, I became angry and then very depressed very quickly. I've got over it now. I've already sent an email to the people asking for a refund and a return of all but one of the items. The Evangelion. Now, there wasn't anything on the side of that package to suggest that it was a model. I didn't have any paint signs or anything. It it just looked like it could be a model inside the box that just didn't have a window. Another, poor observation. Turned out that was a model as well, a kit even. But thank God it was a snap kit, and the amount of paint it needs is minuscule in comparison to this. I was going to say, I have 3 of these Kongo battleships, Haruna Kongo and Kirishima. These things are complicated as fuck. All sorts of rigging and guns and huge amounts of work would have to go into them, and I'm just not capable of that. I could do a skill level 3 on the airfix scale or whatever with some difficulty. I've made one before with some difficulty, but the one thing I cannot do is paint them, and I would not be able to make something as complicated as that. I can't actually show you what it looks like. I can't open up mine because I may void the return agreement or something, and I'd have to keep it, and then I'd have to sell it here because I'm just not gonna keep it. I can't build it. But what about the Evangelion? Well, if you'll excuse the messy floor, I had a bit of a tantrum. And I also, because I eat when I'm depressed, so crunchy, yay. Lots of crunchy. Oh look, red. Oh look, a complete, almost completed Evangelion. Now the bits that are missing, that's the sort of collarbone area is not the right colour. It's supposed to be, well, I don't know, but certainly the eyes they're supposed to be green and they're not green. There's an entire area sort of there that's supposed to be black. Because, you know, that's where... ribbing area, that needs to be black. Plenty of... oh god, no. And the stickers are coming off. Yeah, they used stickers. Too hard to just make lots and lots of little pieces to put together. Thing's still covered in burrs, and even the feet need. Yeah, even the feet, they need painting. Bloody hell. Can't remember any of my words today. So yeah, it's covered in burrs. I suppose that's why they suggest. It seems to suggest that you paint it. I think because it has a great big colour A, but it's already red. That just doesn't make sense to me. Why would you use the same colour plastic as the colour of what it's eventually going to be, and then suggest you paint it the same damn colour? Yeah, a bunch of burrs that need to go away, and all I have is a bloody multi-tool that's really annoying to use. So why is this one open? Because, yeah, I had to find out if it was a bloody fucking model kit even. And as it turns out, it was. I'll show you the packaging right now. Actually, look, there it is. Oh yes, it's got Oscar on the front. Looking absolutely spectacular and even very, very depressed. I'm quite surprised. Hell, camera. So, yeah, it shows you pictures of the completed model. As always, even shows you what the inside of the arm, which there's no point in doing. I could literally take off that arm piece there, and it would be sort of blank. And I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to paint that. There's what the face is supposed to look like. Even came with an entry plug, which annoyingly is black and not white. And it came with a couple of figurines of Asuka and Misato. Other bits. Shows us various poses it can be put in. Oddly enough, using the heat shield, the Ray's sniper rifle, the massive Arctic warfare, the Lance of Longinus, which it kind of technically used. At least a clone of one, and of course the progressive knife and the sonic glaive. Also, for some reason, gives you not just the Lance of Longinus and the heat shield, it also and the progressive knife and the massive progressive axe and the rifle, which I've already completed. Yay. It also gives you the great big deagle, Desert Eagle, that Unit 1 used, and Unit 1's progressive knife. So I assume that's probably an oversight, or it's just a very generic piece of stuff that they're using. Annoyingly, some of this needs painting. That probably needs to be black. That would probably have to be black. That needs to be a very specific colour, red and white or something. And of course the lance, red. It suggests red, but then again, I could forego that and pretend it's one of the fake lances from Endureva. Even so, it still needs bloody painting. by golly, I've been wanting one of these for ages. Ever since I first watched it. So yeah. 8 out of 9 items. Completely useless as far as I'm concerned. Now let's see if they've got back to me. Probably not. Who knows? It's already probably tomorrow there in Japan where I got all this stuff. No, nothing yet. My dad tells me not to fret. Oh yeah. Well, before I go, let's just show off the most painting that you're going to have to do if you buy this thing. The limited model high grade. The figurines. Thanks! Yes, because I totally wanted to paint them myself. Whatever. Okay, well, that's all I've got to say. I'll see you in the next one, folks. Good night.